Nigeria, Shitima can't go dressed like an Igbo man. This is the problem.
The Southeast has weathered too many storms, but the current economic stagnation has shaken the foundation of this beautiful region. And we are not going to sit back and watch the fire go beyond where we found it. We are here to extinguish the fire permanently. The cowards who have been threatening and exerting violence to force our citizens to sit at home from their comfort zones and only breaking the law, they are counting down to the end of their acts of economic sabotage. We are here to guarantee the return to the Southeast unparalleled economic life. We know that those who disrupt peace in the Southeast, along with the forces exploiting the situation for dangerous political agenda, are attempting to undo the hard work of millions of our heroes past. We know that we can't reverse this catastrophe unless we involve you, because you are our eyes and ears. You are our legs and mouth in this land. Today we stand united to firmly declare, enough is enough. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, while we acknowledge the necessity of a coordinated intervention to combat this menace, be confident that our government shall not rest until it fulfills its pledge to mitigate the crisis we inherited. We arrived at a time when our future stood at the threshold of an uncertain future, and there is no better visionary to save us from implosion than His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Nuisance lele.
It is smoke Igbo. It is taking the
When you send a terrorist, a terror sympathizer, the Shekau of Aso Rock, to go to the eastern Nigeria dressed like an Igbo man and start telling the Igbos that Tinubu want to come and help them fight insecurity. The insecurity created by the Fulani terrorists who have been meeting their match in ESN in the Igbo forest. And the Nigeria military that was supposed to be like protecting the people of eastern Nigeria turned the whole place into their own genocidal, what do you call it, theater of war. So Shitima could go there, right? Probably to give, their Fulani, he is Kanurio, it's not Fulani, show you guys Kanurio, but give their Fulani terror group that have been chased far away from that land, give them the signal that they will bring something called peace by negotiating with the people and speaking tough. When the people of the middle belt part of Nigeria are already grouping, and they are currently doing away with the deceits of one north and one northern Nigeria nonsense, ready to defend themselves and their lands, right? So Shitty Man and his lies could kind of always live in that illusion that the eastern Nigeria eastern Nigeria is unsafe. Of course, we saw what happened this Yuletide. A lot of the Igbos who are still very much in eastern Nigeria today, they've demystified the lies, except for the government-sponsored terrorism in eastern Nigeria. Well, we now know that eastern Nigeria is not just reported to be the safest place in Nigeria today, but APC, Egbekegbe, they want that the narrative of eastern Nigeria is not safe. That is why that man was in Igbo land, yarning that dust. Anyway, if we have to go to the plateau and talking about the current ongoing and the reactions, I am very much happy that a lot of people have decided not to be kind of, gaslighted into taking position and speaking out on the ongoing, the jihadists of the Fulani jihadists in the middle belt part of Nigeria. I quite love it. A lot of people are still taking their stand, right? And I hope it remains so. No grief for anybody. Do you understand? When those who are trying to stop you from talking about the terrorists, trying to gaslight you, using all the diversionary tactics and the rest of that, right? What they are trying to do is to tell you that they support the terrorists and you must take your stand. Do not listen to any fine talk or sweet talk and all that too. So I saw where the Peter Obi was also there, where he went to see the victims of the Bakin-Ladi and Bokos, the Fulani terrorist survivors, those who survived the Fulani terrorist attack on the eve of a Christmas, every Christmas, for God's sake.
Even the world, the globe. So we are so grateful, sir, for finding time. These are not one IDPs. People of purpose, they do not believe in staying in one place. If there are problems, they are up in their feet to go and look for something that they will help themselves till they try to farming. So the people that we are seeing there, it's all the minors from the people. Of course, the records, we are already recording casualties of over 160 deaths. And we cannot give the guarantee that it is over. So it is a national question. Our leaders are here to provide the solutions to see for themselves.
Tinubu is yet to go anywhere anyway. So, like Bokwari, you know what I mean? It's never go. It's not your president. Sure, you get. He's an impostor, and the more you tolerate him, the more it will consolidate that power. And that's why I said that if nothing is done, right, this is how the destiny of Nigeria and the existence and the rest of them is going to end. Just kind of play along. If you know you have, you believe that there's nothing that can be done. If he wants to stay beyond the 2050, I mean, like, even if they have to put him on a life machine, 2050, Tinubu 2050, you can have it. Sure, you get. However, that is if you are still alive. And you are not one of those that they will be donating money for like this. So Sheikh Osama bin Gumi came out and he said Nigeria should stop spending money on buying weapons, fighting terrorists. He said Nigeria should negotiate with them. If you live long enough that they are not donating money at your own IDP camp like this, Tinubu can stay until 2050. The Shitima will continue till 2100. Then El Rufaya can continue from 2100 to 2200. Ojunyari Ashigeni Abu. But yeah, somebody, I mean, Peter Obi was giving them money. The victims, these are the survivors.
Put my own talking. I'll talk to other people to help, since we now have an account, to be able to support whatever you people are doing. Whatever you people are doing, we will do whatever we can to support it. I assure you of my support. My numbers and everything available for those in hospital, for everything. We will do whatever we can. And having been here, we will also make sure that the news is out there, that people have to come to your aid. We remember you in prayers. That God Almighty should not allow what happened to you to happen again. Amen. That you have to go back and live in your houses. And may He console you and give you the fortitude for those that have died. So I assure you, like I said, I've been to the other local governments, and they also said they've established something. The next working day should be the 2nd. What I'm going to do in my own case is that I have to start my own support while I plead with the other people. I make sure in those 2 accounts, I pay in at least 5 million naira each. And then I'll get other people to do the same thing. I'll get other people to do similar things so we can come to your aid.
Thank you.
There's no other way we can solve this. But I'm urging every Nigerian, well-meaning Nigerian, to come to your aid. Nigerians should not live in IDP camp. We'll continue to remember you in prayers. God bless you.
Amen. I mean, He's not your president, so you cannot ask him questions. You cannot blame him. You cannot say, oh, what would he have done differently? Because you will never know. Nobody will ever know. If Atiku was your president, would it be different? You will never know. If Obi was your president, what will be different? You will never know. And because people believe that it will be different, and they are right, they believe that Tinubu will be a disaster, and they are right. And that is why you must hold on to your grudges. Are you with me? The one that they will tell you that if somebody die, they know they hold grudges with people who died. Old grudges. Oh, there's somebody who supported these criminals, those who gaslighted, and those who incited tribal hatred against the Igbos because of this APC, because of Tinubu. All of those who did all the horrible things, the likes of Femi Foni Kayode or Femi for Food Kayode, the likes of Bayo Nonuga, all of these people that incited the tribal, ethnic, religious hatred against the people, all because they want to bring you this calamity. They want to bring you this terrorism. They want to sustain this poverty, corruption. They cannot turn around and begin to tell you that you are a sore loser, and then you say, yeah, because they now die. Because they die now, they will now turn to saints. I don't talk bad about dead people. So if you know that you want people to say good things about you when you die, why don't you do good? That's why they say, at least when you are alive, try and do good. Do good, support good thing. Do not defend evil, so that people will not come to your burial and be telling lies. Oh, he was a very, very great man, a very, very amazing young man, very courageous. He's somebody that loved God. He's a man who loved the people. He doesn't like to cause a problem. He's somebody who is this or that. So why are you lying? He's evil. He's a terrible human being, young or old. Say it. That they die does not give them that. It doesn't wipe that out. Hold the grudges. Look at me. If you are holding grudges against anybody because of APC, it is a right grudge. Don't let anybody call you sore loser. You're not a sore loser. You are a sensible person who did everything to save humanity from these marauders, from these criminals. Nobody should gaslight you and say you are a hateful person. You are not hateful. You are not hateful. But that somebody can't die, whether die young or die old, whether die cancer, whether die in accident or house fire, whether miserably died. If they are miserable people, just say it. Don't let anybody gaslight you. Now all of us go die. That's why we are saying, do good, do. Do good, do. Don't support evil. And then say, it's my political choice now. If I make a decision, I have the right to make. You are making decisions that are destroying people's lives. That's what you are doing. There were people that supported Hitler, the Nazis, that when they realized what they did, they killed themselves. If some of you know what you have done, the lives you have destroyed for sustaining criminals like this, you don't even value your life, of course. So our cousin, you can't die now. They will come and say, Mayegun, don't talk bad about the dead people. He's dead now. God will judge. If God go judge you or no judge, does that one stop me from saying my mind? We watched young people who spread divisive rhetorics. They set people up. People got lynched. People got attacked. People got killed. So all of that you did. So you did all of that so that everybody can come and suffer like this. You did all of the things you did because of elections. You did them because it's your political choice, so that everybody can end up like this. Either end up in the hand of kidnappers, or get killed in their own sleeps. Children being slaughtered, or the poverty that everybody is facing. Is that what you are proud of, and you should never be judged about? So because you can't die now, you don't turn saint be that I should watch my mouth. So keep grudges. So it is very, very important, because some of you don't keep grudges. That is why Nigerians are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. You must know those who represent this evil, whether you are the victim yet or you are not. Because with what is on ground, it is a long journey. Don't let anybody gaslight you. If any Oloribu could die, just say your mind. That is why we are asking everybody to do the right thing when you are still alive. You cannot be laughing, you cannot be living in America, be living in the UK, and supporting the evil that APC represents in Nigeria. You cannot be living in Canada, living in Australia, enjoying good life, and you are there supporting the evil that APC represents, the lives that are being lost because of them. Somebody they say, think about his family, think about our family. Do you not think about your family when you are supporting the evil? So you want to die, so that we can begin to now say, don't talk evil about dead people. Abacha is dead. People still they cause something today. Who are you? Because everybody knows what everybody is doing. Everybody knows what he is doing. You cannot see evil, support it, defend it, and then watch people become the victims of that evil. And because you are safer somewhere, opinion is my opinion. And when we hear about you, let people say their mind. Say your mind about me too. That's why I told you, what I do every day is for posterity's sake. So that one day you can talk about me too. And say, oh, is this person, or is that person. So you cannot support evil and expect yourself to be kind of sanctified. Because now all of us go die anyway. So if you know you are going to die, how about you use the time you are here to at least do something good, so that when you die, people can say, man, you did your best, you tried. Don't let anybody gaslight you. You have to keep grudges. You must learn how to keep it. Or everybody who is supporting Tinubu, defending APC, turning themselves to xenophobic Ronukusi, Yoruba Ronu this or that, all those born criminals, Agberos. Identity, you need to mark their faces. You need to know their names. You need to know where they are. These are the evil people that will continue to justify them sustaining the existence of this evil. And all of us could be their victims anyway. Mark their faces. Never forgive them. Because what they represent is something that is there to kill you. The economy is killing people. Families are being torn apart. Businesses are dying. Jobs are being lost. People are falling into poverty. And guess what? Nobody is spared. From the north to the east to the west to the south. Everybody is collecting. So if you see anybody that says you are too paranoid, you are just a sore loser, because you are very much right on track. In 2024, well, may you live long enough to tell this story, including me too. I'm going to go make myself another cup of tea. Now, when I get back, I'll take calls. That's where you can call in and add your own contribution tonight. And before that, you can possibly still like the broadcast if you haven't already. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't as well, right? I will be back in a minute. Wow. Welcome back, everyone. So the line is opened, and I have my first caller on the line, by the way. Hello there.
Hello, my good evening.
Good evening, ma. How are you?
I'm good. Compliments of the season.
Compliments, ma'am.
Yeah. This is Onyeka, second time calling from Gothenburg, Sweden.
Lady Onyenka from Sweden, ma'am. Please.
Yes. Mayegu,
ma'am.
I'm ashamed. The first time I called you, I said the same thing. I'm ashamed to be called a Nigerian. I just don't know how to be telling people where I come from. You know, how to be lying about it. Because when I listen to what you say, when I see what is going on in Nigeria, I feel ashamed to say I'm a Nigerian. How can a president that is an illiterate be ruling over 200 million people? Some call themselves professors, some call themselves whatever, some call themselves intellectuals, but they have nothing to say to a fool who is ruling them. And I don't know what even their children think. That Tinubu of a man, what does his children think? They are not even ashamed. Because if it were to be my father, I should be ashamed to let him fool himself in public with his health condition, with his mentality, with his physical disability, and you are parading yourself all over the world. What is happening? We really need to know what to do. We need to break Nigeria. I don't know how we are going to do it. I was supposed to go to Nigeria this year, but when my children looked and said, Mommy, I'm not going. I don't want anybody to kidnap us. They are scared. Everybody is scared.
Rightly so.
There is no security. There is no good road. There is nothing absolutely to write home about a country, giant of Africa, Nigeria.
Giants.
Are we not ashamed of ourselves? Tinubu, whenever I listen to you, I told you I always do night jobs. It's just that I'm on holiday today, so I have to listen to you live. When I'm working and I'm listening to what you say, sometimes I'll be crying. Sometimes I'll just say, what a shame. Honestly. What a shame. Because how can, like those people that call themselves professors that went to school, you just sat down and supported a fool because of the little money. You don't think about the future of your children. You don't think about the future of your unborn children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren. You just sit down and support a fool. We go into exiles. Even their children that have all the money, Mayegu, tell yourself the truth. They are not enjoying life abroad the way they should enjoy it in Nigeria. If you are in Nigeria, if you want to eat your local delicacy with a little money, if there is security, you can go anywhere, feel free, take fresh air and eat it and enjoy it. But look at it. Snow today, rain tomorrow, snow today, rain tomorrow. We are just suffering. We are just suffering, even though we are in Europe, America, Australia, wherever we are. We need to break up Nigeria. Anyway, we are going to do it.
Lady,
Biafra should go. Oduduwa should go. Let us just go. What do we need to do? Even those people that say that native doctors, they do these miracles and stuff like that, magic. Why then don't just go into Aso Rock as a fly, as whatever thing, and kill those people
like
and let us
claim. Yeah,
go?
just go inside there.
Yes. Yes, Mayegu. Honestly, I'm glad to get you today. I'm glad. I want to encourage you. Keep doing what you are doing. We support you. We are proud of you. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am. You have a wonderful weekend, and then Happy New Year, because we're almost there.
And
take care.
The same to you.
Thanks a lot.
Bye, Mayegu.
Yes, ma'am. There we have it. People are not happy or proud of what Nigeria has turned out to be, but I think I have another caller. Do I? Hello.
Hello, Madam Mayegu. Good evening, sir.
Hey, my lady. Is that Celia?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good afternoon, I would say, but yeah, good evening to you as well. How are you?
Fine, sir. Yeah, it's afternoon here too. So, thank you for picking my call. We thought that might encourage us to feel a little bit better. So, I spoke with my sister just before the program about the Fulani people that are coming in, with their stuff. So she told me that because I was telling her, I was trying to raise the alarm. They should not give them a breathing space, because they could, you never know, like the one that happened in Jos, and the guy said, one of the victims said, he knows them, he knows their names, that he knows them. So I told my sister, because the ones that are coming down and settling in Kagoro these days, so she said, she now told me that as of today, she's talking to me. When they came, they brought their cows, they put everything, that they now park the cows to, there's a place we call Gidanwaya. So they went to eat the grazing thing in the Gidanwaya farm. Before they came back in the evening to Kagoro, our people have cleared, they burnt down their Ruga. They burn everything. They don't leave anything for them. And that is a message to them that they're not welcome in Kagoro, so that they even know.
Well, when that happens, told them, I hope the people are also very much prepared to defend themselves, because, they do come back after such, don't they?
They do. But so the truth is, as you said,
and then think, oh, we've sent a message. That is it. They probably have more experience than myself, because I believe that they are not just going to do that and then believe that that's it. They would come back. And when they do, that's when we report about this invasion, killing of innocent people and the rest of that, right? So I hope people are not
they're really also working on themselves, because our youth sleep inside the bush, like inside the bush. They ration, like this set will go in during the daytime, this set will sleep during the daytime, this set, and then there are those that move around during the daytime. It's been like that, because whichever way, they're going to kill the people, whichever way. It's a war. We have to fight it. Get your guns. Anybody, if I can, this is my desire, that like one stupid politician, just target his house once he's there. Go kill him. Tomorrow, when the government hears this man is killed, another day after they hear that this other politician is killed, if they hear like 3 to 4 politicians are killed in different, I tell you, they'll start doing something. Because why I said this, when it happened in Abuja sometimes, but some months ago, when Boko Haram wanted to do something in Abuja, look at how everywhere was wasteless, from the big churches to NHO, to everybody, the government, to everybody in Abuja, because that is where they are. See how within 24 hours they did something about it. So it's because we're not doing something to them. That's why they continue doing their thing. We have to fight it. It's a battle, it's a whatever. We have to just fight it. That's just my little comment, and God help us and give us wisdom.
Thank you very much. Yes, Celia is from the middle belt part of Nigeria. She's from the southern Kaduna, and she is a survivor of all of the genocide reported in that same part of Nigeria. So yes, Celia calling in from the US. I have another caller tonight. Let's go. Hello there.
Hello. Hi, Michael.
Oh, Charm. Somebody said it is ladies' night tonight. I was thinking, no, it's not. But it seems you're right. How are you tonight?
It's ladies' night.
It's ladies' night.
Mine is a pretty quick one. I'm also happy that Celia called. Really, really happy because I listened to her the first time and I heard how passionate she was. But I also remember in 2001, I was in University of Jos when they did, we had one of those Muslim Fulani riots.
There was a time they had the one, I think, Zago Kataf. That's one of the wars that happened too. Go on.
No. That wasn't Zago Kataf. That was, I don't know, somebody mentioned it, September 11th. So it was around that same period when they started killing students in one of these lungus, yeah. And then it was just a scary time for us, for me in particular, because I'd never been outside of Lagos. So University of Jos was my first time being outside of Lagos, and it was so scary because I didn't know what to do. But anyway, the story is not about me as a student during the first time that they came in and they killed people. It was my introduction to Plateau people and their women and their resistance, because they were the ones that saved us. In fact, they were the ones that saved Jos, right? Because they fought and they fought back and they killed those Fulani headsmen, because they're still Fulani headsmen. So I was very happy that Celia said what she said, because a lot of people assume that Middle Belters are quiet, that they don't fight back. But they do fight back.
They've always been fighting.
And when they fight back, they've always been fighting back. And when they fight back, it is bloody. Okay? And I was talking to someone, and I was saying to myself, to them, that these people feel too confident. And I feel that they have made a tactical error in what they did in Mangu local government. In going there, killing in the manner that they killed, right? Because it was really brutal. I've heard about the photos, I haven't seen, and I don't want to see. They were really confident in killing people the way they killed people, in killing children the way they killed children, whether that was to terrorize the people there, to make them feel fear so that they'd never come back. But I think that was a tactical error. Because when the Middle Belt decide to take up arms and kill, I personally feel that they will kill terribly. It will be bloody. And it is going to happen because a lot of people are angry, right? A lot of people are angry. And I was thinking that this, just correct me if I'm wrong, this Sokoto Caliphate is pretty recent, isn't it?
It is. There's nothing called Sokoto Caliphate until 1803. So recent, just about 217 years ago. That's when it got created.
Okay, so if the Sokoto, I don't know who or what he calls himself, he's the descendant of Usman Danfodio, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, he is. Expected.
Okay, so the mistake they made was that they left him the ability to have progeny. This time around, they will not make that same mistake again. They will go back, they will go to him. That's what I feel, because whenever this thing that is going to happen in Nigeria is going to happen, it's not a question of breakup. There is war imminent in Nigeria. Going by everything that we're seeing now, going by
asking them
what
to
the
make peace with these settlers.
No, they're not going to
consider the Fulanis as settlers in the Middle Belt. They have no ancestral connection to the Middle Belt. Okay, but there are Fulanis there today, right? Who are now scheming. But how they were supposed to be in control of the place.
How do you make peace with somebody? No, how do you make peace with somebody whose ideology is different? Their basic ideology of living is so different from your own. Somebody who can wake up, I will not wake up and kill anybody's child and kill in the manner that those people killed. I won't do it. So you're asking me to make peace with somebody who feels that it is right to do so, and that when he or she does so, he has a reward in whatever heaven, whatever version of heaven that he decides to go to. And you want me to make peace with it? I cannot.
No.
I cannot make peace with that.
That's why we are like, if things continue like this, and they are still forcing this one Nigeria of a thing, right? The Fulani will still have excuse to want to claim land in Middle Belt because Nigeria. If everybody goes their separate ways, right? That can put an end to that. So
you belabor the point that
imminent.
it's not exactly. Civil war is imminent, and I feel that it is a bloody one. I am so scared, and I say it because I'm not saying I don't know of anyone.
Not like
who's
we wish
planning,
it to. People should understand. There are things that are imminent that you cannot really avoid. This is one of them
that you cannot really avoid. And I feel that this one that they did, this particular killing that they did, right? We may not see it, but it's like a straw that broke the camel's back. You may not see the effect now, but believe you me, I do not think that this will go on responded.
Especially if they continue the campaign. Like, for example, let's say as we are talking now, another news break, and they said they have killed another 400 people in Benue, or they have attacked so people in Taraba, or they've killed others here and there. I mean, it's definitely giving the vibe that
exactly,
you know what I mean?
That's something more. And even though the Nigerian army has been infiltrated, you still have so-called Nigerians in there who are definitely not happy with what has happened in some of these places. And most of the people in there are Middle Belters. Let's tell ourselves the truth. And they've seen their people being slaughtered this way. I'm not saying that they're going to fight. I'm not saying that they're going to do anything. But what I know, going by everything I'm seeing, these people will still go again because they've been emboldened. They haven't. Nobody has called anybody. Nobody has said, "Oh, we're looking for anybody." They're asking people to make peace, right? Now, these people are going to be emboldened once again to go somewhere else and kill in this horrible manner again. And they think that it will happen again. I leave the play to people. I'm just sorry for them, because this time around I feel like they will kill Fulani people to the point where if it were me, I will kill that man. That's Sokoto, what is his name? That one. I will kill him.
Which one is that? Sultan.
Their caliphate, their sultan, because he's the one who is doing all of this, right? Because he is the one who feels entitled to the rest of the country, and he is not calling anyone to order. So whoever are the progeny of Usman Dan Fodio will kill them to the point where they have no other progeny, no one to wake up and say that they are entitled to anywhere. Push the Fulani back to the desert where they came from. That's what this next civil war is going to be about. No, and then whether we decide to, but that's what it's going to be. If we don't do that, we're going to have the same problem again and again and again. It's like something that you need to root it out, as in take out the roots and burn it. Because if you don't take out the root and burn it, it will find a way to sustain itself and come and be a problem to you once again. So the next civil war is not going to be about Igbo Yoruba.
We are still asking everybody to before things get that bad, that they should call all of us now. We'll just go our separate ways. All of these things, right? There are pointers to them. Okay, that there are some horrible things that are inevitable. So, you know.
My ego, I don't want war. You don't want war.
I know. I'm just saying too. Like, before it gets to that, maybe everybody can take they can still take our advice when it is still useful.
I don't want to talk too much because I know that there are other people that want to talk and maybe react and all of that. But it is not going to be possible. You think about it. We can't carry on like this. And these people, nobody has called any of these people to order. So they will feel emboldened once again to do it, and to do it in even a more horrendous manner. They will still do it. And this is what is going to propel the Middle Belt, because those people are warriors.
Yes.
They are warriors, and so they can be wicked. Okay? So don't be deceived by this.
They ended their progenitor, Uthman Dan Fodio. He died in a war that is engaged with the Middle Belt, and so we'll leave it at that.
Exactly.
Let me take another one.
Exactly. Please,
thank you very much for that. That was bold. That was so blunt. I love it. Thank you. I have another caller on the line. Yes, I believe. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Maigo. Yeah, it's old up.
Is that
Hello.
all that you said, sir?
Yes, old up. Yes, yes.
Oh, did you say
I
old
called
up?
yesterday.
I know I spoke to you yesterday. I wanted to get
Old
it.
up. Yes,
Bless you.
yes.
How are you tonight, sir?
Yeah, well, I'm fine.
Please.
I'm fine. I'm fine. You see, all this problem. The solution is it's very, very simple. I want you to imagine. Not long ago, I heard that the police, the people who are currently who are in police force in Nigeria
The
today,
serving policemen, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they are less than 300,000, and then half of them is in their politician houses,
Providing private security for politicians and elites.
Yeah, and then army. How many army do we have in Nigeria today? Maybe 300,000, 400,000. Okay, so and then you now compare the amount of youth that we have in Nigeria. You see, is maybe like 10 times or maybe 40 times of it. So, and most of these youth, they don't have job. So I don't know why we Nigerians are so scared of. Just all we need is just to gather ourselves and then march to Abuja, and then say, look, today we only need like 2 to 3 weeks or a month maximum. That okay, we want to barricade everywhere, and then you can see the amount. You see, if some people, if they see the amount of people outside somewhere, they know that they've lost the battle already. You see, we are talking of 10 million, or maybe, in fact, that is even too much.
Like if you are able to gather 10 million in 10 cities in
10 million people, yes. We just want to have fun. That okay, you know what? Let us go there, match, and then table our.
If that should happen, it's always people should prepare for a bloody one. There's not going to be a fun thing to make all those demands and then make it happen. And in between, what do you think?
With style, you see, it has to be planned. You see, it's not just because all these brainless politician and all these commissioner, they claim to be commissioner experienced ones. They are not experienced. They are only stomach. They only care about their stomach. You see, they don't have any brain. But we, the youth, just plan yourself properly and match there with style. With style, they will just realize that how come? It happens in Egypt now, in this Arab thing. You see, and then you just stay there. And then when you are very maybe like half a mile to Aso Rock, everywhere is full of like human, like ants. Then they will know that I think they will realize that they've lost it, and all they need is just they want someone else to take over the seat of the power. At least they call Babangida already.
Something that everybody can now agree how they really want to be
Yes, we want to go back. Yeah, we want to go back to the regional government, and then we start from there. That's what we want. And then all these Tinubu them and whatever, all this Monimis Road people that want to get rid of them, and then find a solution to it. I mean,
people believe that's the way out.
Yes, yes, and then
they are more armed enough to feel like it will always remain a wish for us. But how wonderful it's going to be if that happens? Like people comes out like that.
Do you think the army or the police are not suffering? They are suffering, but silently. But they can't express their self because of their superiors. Because there's a lot of people who is listening to them. Like a form of dictatorship. In it's Nigeria. We are in the government are dictating for us at the moment, but we don't know that. It just all this facade of politics or whatever. It is not. It is. They are just
It's literally puppet and the puppet
they're
master
like
playing with our lives, playing with our
yes,
future,
yes,
making us look confused, even stupid. Like maybe we are paranoid, and making us confused.
yes, and then we are yes, and then I hope one day we will, we will be able to read in between the lines. Yeah, but it can't be fine. We need to mobilize. That is what it needs. A peaceful mobilization where, Showore have always said it, you see, and that's, look, if you see people, if you see like, come on, even the soldiers, they will be taking off their clothes. That, okay, we join you guys. Okay, no worries. We know that we've lost it now because there's no way they can overcome those. How many do you want to kill? How many? Even most of their guns that they are carrying is